Things have gone nuclear!
Another one.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another one with us, the Review Bros. Another review, guys, another pre-workout review.
I managed to pull Aaron out from the rubble.
Yeah, I survived that nuclear blast.
Thank God.
Today we are reviewing the new and highly anticipated Nuclear Pre, which we are very excited about after the success stories we're hearing about Nuclear Pump and the results we had ourselves from that. So do check that review out that we put out, Nuclear Pump.
Which we've got somewhere. Oh, it's over there. Very similar looking product. We really did rate it. So there, like Aaron said, check it out. And if you are new here, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, all that good stuff.
Thank you very much, guys. Okay, guys, gonna move into that taste and mixability section. This is a bit confusing. We've been on the Peak Performance website. Only comes up with one flavour there, and that one flavour is delicious pineapple. Now, we know that cannot be the case because we have strawberry kiwi flavour here, and their Peak Performance were nice enough to send us down some samples. It has been a little while since we took them, but we do believe they came in like a lemonade flavour of some shape or description.
I think there's 3 flavours, however it might just be that they've sold out the other 2 on the website, that's why it's not showing on there altogether, we don't know, but DM them if you're interested.
Let's mix this strawberry kiwi then.
So it's 2 scoops to get you the serving that you require.
Max servings, guys, we don't mess around here.
Smells really nice.
I'm not the biggest fan of strawberry or kiwi.
I don't generally
not in
mind it
pre-workout,
if it's
really.
done well, so it might be one that differentiates between the 2 of us.
Here we go.
Bit of a powdery aftertaste.
A little bit.
Like chalky, a little bit. Overall not bad though, it's quite refreshing to be honest. And it's mixed perfectly. Absolute perfect. I like strawberry more than you, so I'll be happy to go over 4, but I know you'll be lower than that.
I'll be a 3.
3.5 then?
Yeah, we'll settle in the middle, guys. That is absolutely where discretion plays its heaviest role. Some people are going to love this flavour. I don't think it's a bad strawberry or pineapple, strawberry or kiwi taste.
No.
Bit chalky, as Craig said. I think it's a little bit weaker than I was expecting. A very slight bit, but yeah, I'm happy with 3.5.
Definitely doable. Won't be a bad factor
No.
at all. It's...
Price time.
And starting up off the official website, you can pick this up for £30 15p, or $37.68 US dollars, or $49.92 Canadian dollars.
Yeah, that's straight off of the Peak Performance website. Easy to Google, you'll find that straight away. They're actually a really good company. They were, obviously we've reviewed the Nuclear Pump, and that went down a treat, didn't it?
Yeah, we loved it. Check it out.
Now, obviously, you're going to move into the pricing, and we, as always, have to stay consistent with our pricing. We have a scale, price per serving, and then we work it out. So it is
a 20 serving tub.
Yes, that's the important part. 20 servings a tub. Now, it is going to cost you, for a serving, £1.50, literally just scraping over that. Or in US dollars, that's going to be $1.88. And obviously, because it's a Canadian product, it's only fair to do it in Canadian dollars as well. It's actually going to be $2.48 Canadian. So it is an expensive product, and the reason it's expensive is because it is only the 20 serving tub. If it was 25 or 30, we'd be looking at a much nicer sort of number here. It does unfortunately fall into a 2 out of 5 on the pricing scale. Now, UK guys, I know you're going to be asking where you can get this. You can get this from Insight Sups. They stock a load of sort of overseas products. They're really good actually. You are going to be paying more because you're not paying for customs charges or postage or anything. It's actually $37.99 on their website. Now, as you can imagine, that does make it very expensive per serving. It's actually £1.90 a serve. So it actually falls into a 1.5 out of 5. That's obviously because it is a Canadian company. It costs a lot for them to get it shipped over in bulk and all the rest of it. So you are going to be paying that cost on top as well.
Convenience
Yeah, exactly that. But to keep things consistent, we always go with the manufacturer's website, which is Peak Performance, and they are a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, so more expensive than your average Pre. Right, it's time to check out the label, guys. So let's get into it. So 20 servings a tub, 24 gram scoop, 2 scoops gets you that 24 grams. First up is L-citrulline Pure, 8 grams.
Pure?
Pure. There's no malate.
Blimey, that is the hot mega dose. In fact, is that one of the highest we've ever seen with just pure L-citrulline?
That's in line with nuclear pump, you know.
Christ, I didn't actually realise that. That's a very, very, very solid dose, guys. That's going to be responsible for pumps. You're going to get some sick pump off of that.
Absolutely. Next up is beta-alanine at 3.2 grams.
Yeah, that's the nice sweet spot clinical dose. It's been shown to have some effect with endurance, but the main thing we like it for is that tingly, itchy, allergic reaction feeling, but that really gets you in the zone and really makes you feel like that pre-workout is kicking in.
Nice. Next up, betaine anhydrous at 2.5 grams.
A general athletic performance ingredient. Really, really like that one. That's a good dose as well. You normally see that at like 2.
1 to 2, yeah. So that's really solid. So another endurance ingredient, really. Next up, glycosize, 65% glycerol, 2 grams.
This is an ingredient that was developed by Pinnacle Ingredients. Now, back in the beginning of towards the beginning of this year, they actually changed that from the name Glycopump, which you'll actually see in Nuclear Pump. Now, the reason they just did a name change, I'm not too sure as to why, but if you ever see Glycopump in an ingredient, in a product, then that is glycosized now. They actually kept the font the same to try to avoid confusing sort of consumers. Now, you'll be asking the question as what it is. It is obviously glycerol 65% with a silicon dioxide as the other 35. Now that silicon dioxide acts as a drying agent and is going to be only really responsible for anti-clumping and improving its shelf life. As you guys know, the glycerol on its own clumps in pre-workouts after a little period of time, so it can make it difficult to sort of mix up all the rest of it. So there's no benefit as to the silicon, but it just stops it clumping in the product.
Yeah, quality of life ingredient.
So you have swings and roundabouts with that. Obviously, the swing is that you are going to be improving the life of the product, and you're not going to have the clumping issues.
Yeah.
But the other side of it is you are then going to get a reduced amount of pure glycerol, which is the actually thing that gives you the pumps. So you take it how you want. I personally would rather have a lesser amount but stop it clumping, because it does get very difficult to do.
Yeah, nice, a nice touch, and we can vouch for that because we have got Nuclear Pump and this, and neither of them are clumping bad. So
just remember, if you see Glycopump in any product, it is glycosize.
Tell them what it was before that, though.
It was just glycerol, but if
Hydromax.
Yeah, Hydromax was the first attempt at trying to stop the clumping issues of glycerol, which at first, when it first debuted, it actually did improve it, because it improved it a little bit, but still not long. They soon realised it was still a problem, and this one seems to be the best effect so far to stop that.
Nice.
I think that's an up-def on that ingredient.
Yeah, there you go, guys, little lesson. Next up is L-tyrosine at 2 grams.
Solid dose, guys. L-tyrosine was a very high ingredient in Nuclear Pump at 3. 2 is still going to do a really good job. That's for cognition and mental focus.
Yeah, you normally see that typically at a gram, so we got double. And then taurine at 1.5 grams.
A general amino responsible for helping with pumps, athletic performance. It's just a general jack of all trade ingredient, and that's a nice dose as well.
Yeah. And then we have L-carnitine L-tartrate at 1 gram.
The more potent version, the more bioavailable version of L-carnitine, responsible for fat loss, and it also gives you a boost of energy in terms of where it metabolises the fat in the body. It's then available for energy source.
Nice, good touch. And then caffeine, no anhydrous, just normal caffeine, interestingly, at 300 milligrams.
Yeah, guys, solid dose. Seen a lot higher, obviously, but we have seen lower. It's going to give you that stimulation effect.
Yeah, that's the sweet area of dosing, we would say. Friendly. And then citrus aurantium, 30%, 200 milligrams.
You guys may know this as citrus aurantium, or you may know it as bitter orange. It's been shown to improve all areas of fitness and exercise. There's just so many benefits to it, as well as weight loss to a degree. Just a lot really.
Yeah,
nice dose as well.
Should be a bit of extra energy boost up the bum. And then we have L-theanine at 200 milligrams.
This is responsible for the anti sort of crash, the anti sort of jitters effects that some people might experience from caffeine. It's like a nice blanketing effect over the stims, so it makes it feel like a more consistent and healthy form of stimulation.
Yeah, exactly. It's the rifle to the scope to the rifle, as you say. And then black pepper extract at 10 milligrams.
Solid dose. That's just going to help you digest all the ingredients that we've mentioned beforehand. Nice. Nice,
that does wrap it up. So let's see how it comes together in training.
Another thing I was going to mention, as you guys can see, that every ingredient in there is fully dosed and fully transparent. So what they do have in there is to the right levels. So that may well justify the price.
And it looks like a bodybuilder's pre-workout, a serious pre-workout, not a muck around one.
Yeah.
We're going to tell you what we thought, and a lot of people might misconceivingly, if that's the right word, think that this is going to be a blow your head off pre. Tell them why, Aaron. Because of how it looks.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've not scripted this at all before. I
just threw him in the camera. But yeah.
Yeah, you look at that picture and you expect bombs to be going off in your face. As Craig mentioned very, very subtly in the ingredients panel, it is a fully dosed transparent product that is productive. Now that's the best way of putting it.
Yeah.
It's for someone who is, taking their training seriously. They're looking to gain. Their diet's all down. They don't want something that's going to blow their head off. They want something that's consistent. And our key words are here: daily driver.
100%. And the good thing about having the caffeine at a lower dose than normal is that it allows pumps to take precedence and you to not burn all your calories off and lose weight if you're in a bulking or even just trying to put muscle on in general phase.
Yeah, definitely. Now, we obviously look at the 3 elements, as always, with pre-workouts, the 3 things you want to attain, the 3 things that need to come together to get a 5 out of 5 product. Now, we both agreed that the pumps were its strongest factor, which is exactly what we expected with 8 grams of L-citrulline pure.
Oh yeah,
which
solid.
is crazy.
Coupled with the glyca size.
Yeah. Pumps were definitely the best part. To a degree that we thought it was like a 4.5 out of 5. So
yeah.
We have had better from something like Nuclear Pump,
and you can stack this with Nuclear Pump. You can do 2 scoops of this with 1 scoop of Nuclear Pump, which would quite obviously push that into a 5 out of 5 score for pumps. But obviously, we're just looking at this.
Yeah, definitely.
Focus.
Yeah, let's move into the focus. The focus element was also really good because you've got a couple of grams of L-tyrosine. As well as the L-carnitine seems to give a bit of, I don't know, for some reason it does seem to elevate your
fat burning ones tend to give you good focus.
Yeah, so focus, we agreed, it put you in the zone, it felt healthy at the same time. You didn't feel high as a kite.
No.
You just felt like you was ready to move on to the next exercise and you just wanted to crack on, really.
Yeah.
And we both agreed it was at a good level, and that good level was a 4 out of 5. And then its weakest element has to simply be its energy side. The energy was not bad. It felt consistent with the L-theanine. You didn't crash off of it. That's important to mention, which some people ask.
Yeah, definitely. There's no peaks and troughs. It's just a nice level energy, healthy energy, usable energy.
Yeah. What I'd argue is it feels like a couple of cups of coffee maybe, or an energy drink.
Yeah.
It's not a stimulant heavy based pre-workout by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. So we did agree, because it's consistent energy that doesn't crash as well, that you know, that it definitely sufficed for a session.
Oh yeah.
So we both agreed that a 3.5 out of 5 on its energy.
Yeah.
So for the reasons mentioned, that it didn't crash.
So it does land on a 4 out of 5, taking all 3 elements into account.
Yeah.
Quite obviously, as we've mentioned, no negatives to this pre-workout.
No.
You're not going to be feeling unhealthy or even really get kept up at night if you have it a few hours away from bedtime. But I think with the ingredients they got available to them, because I know Canada's quite strict, I think they've done a smashing job.
Yeah, they're all really well dosed. No one can say they're not.
No.
You may be asking who this pre's for. It would be fantastic for a beginner or an intermediate user.
Serious lifter.
A serious lifter, bodybuilder, power lifter even maybe. Pumps might be a bit too high for a power lifter, but you know, it's a healthy pre-workout is what we're trying to say.
Who is it not for?
It's not for a stim junkie by any stretch.
Or people that are on a budget.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So
we didn't mention one thing we always mention, just beta-alanine. How much do we feel it? Do we feel it? We felt it to an okay level, if memory serves.
Yeah, we did feel it. Yeah, we felt it. Yeah, there's no denying we felt it.
It wasn't mega itchy, scratchy, but you felt the heating effect. You felt a bit of the tingles, but not to a crazy, uncomfortable level.
Yeah, I'd put it in the mid-range of how you feel beta-alanine. So we've had worse. Do not get us wrong, but we've had better. So you know, it's 50% there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So productive pre-workout, absolutely daily driver. 4 out of 5.
Stamp of approval. It's the finale.
It is that final verdict time where we wrap up the scores on the doors. You know, we give you our honest opinion, and we just wrap it all up, really.
Like a Christmas present.
Yeah, exactly that. Now, is this something you're going to want for Christmas? We will start with the taste and the mixability. You know, we gave our...
You said 3, I said 4. Yeah, 3.5. There you go.
Mixed really well. You know, even though it's got 10 milligrams of black pepper, we didn't really notice that.
No.
Moving into the price of the product. Now, this is where it does diminish. You know, it is an expensive product, guys. And that really does full testament because it's only a 20 serving tub. So it wouldn't even last you, well, it might last you a month.
Yeah, it depends how often you train, how often you use it. But,
yeah, exactly. So yeah, it is an expensive product. Especially if you're going to be buying it from Insight Sups or a distributor where they add on the customs and they add on the shipping themselves. It fell as a 2 out of 5 on the price and scale. So as much as it is fully dosed, you know, all the rest of it, we've got to be honest and consistent with our price and score. It is an expensive product.
Yeah.
Moving into the effects, which actually fell as its best segment.
Just as well. Pumps were 4.5. Focus was 4 and energy was 3.5, and our focus is lacking right now because we've had a long day.
Yeah, we have. And we will get there in the end, guys.
And now the fun part where we try and add that all up.
So yeah, we had 3.5 plus 2 is 5.5 plus the 4, 9.5, guys. Out of 15. You know, you've got to judge up and balance up those elements.
Yeah.
Cost is its big killer.
Yeah.
It is a big killer.
You could try and justify that by saying it's mega dosed, it's got patented ingredients and all that jazz, which is fair enough, it is, you can't deny that, but not everyone can afford that. So.
No, so whether it fits into your budget or not, you know, there's other pre-workouts that are very similar, such as JP Prepare. I think that fell into pretty much the same sort of
scenario. With
with pumps, focus, energy. You know, it's that sort of type of pre-workout.
Yeah.
And Full Blitz is another one where they released a pump formula before, and then that got very good feedback.
Yeah.
And then they did release a pre-workout which was good. But again, you know, you're looking at the different elements, exactly the same sort of this.
It's a more mature pre-workout. It's not for the kids that want to go down on the weekend and get an arm pump and have a laugh with their mates and take some stimmy pre. You know, it's a serious one.
Take that as you will, guys. Big thanks again to Peak Performance Labs for sending this down. We do have that intro to get reviewed at some point or another.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, do give us a thumbs up. Do subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world. Thank you for watching. As always,
stay
pumped and stimmed and everything.